I love a good brisk winter morning. What's going on, everyone? It's the Niskel. Welcome back to Resident Evil Village. We have the special bottle of wine that Lady Dimitrescu was wandering around the entire castle with, and we needed to put it on a scale, maybe just to weigh the actual body of the wine. We've got a lot to do today, so we're going to be going kind of rapid fire. The first thing you get, consider this your reward for beating Bella, is a recoil compensator for your handgun. There are custom parts all over the village. Be on the lookout for them. You'll see they take up room in the attaché case, which is kind of funny, because then you just equip them to the gun, and bam, there we go. It actually shows up on the item itself. So there is one of our brand new customizable parts. Nice. Looks like it actually added some damage, too. So that's one of the major rewards you get for, you know, beating your first boss, technically, quote-unquote. But the other one is right here. This is the first time we are getting a lockpick. We have seen so many things that can be opened via lockpick, and thankfully every time you try one it shows up on your map, but this is the first time we're actually getting to it. We get a nice collectible that we can sell to the Duke. And we're just getting achievements all over the place. Now, before we leave, I did forget something way over here, so let's go ahead and read it. Another one was sent to the cellar. She had only spilled some soup. Everyone knows what happens when you're sent to the cellar. You're never seen again. They drain your blood, your soul cursed to wander the halls. Yeah, I really like this one. This is another part of the world building where every single servant of Castle Dimitrescu seems to have met an ungodly fate down in the torture room. Or maybe they became a lovely wine. Now, let's talk collectibles. Resident Evil Village has a list of challenges that you can do throughout the entire game. And this one actually has an achievement tied to it, so let's talk being a little bastard. Let's break some stuff. Inside Castle Dimitrescu, there are 20 windows that you can destroy for an achievement, and to complete a challenge in the game. The first two were actually during the Bella boss fight, so you can consider this window 3 and 4. The first one is actually done automatically through the cutscene, so you don't have to worry about that one. So technically, we are looking for 19 different windows. I'll keep track of those on screen, so keep that in mind. I won't lead you astray. Now, is there... Oh, there it is. See, these things can be a little tricky. And honestly, I think they start to shine brighter the longer you're in the room so that you can actually find them, which, if that's true, that's a pretty nice effect. Alright, so... nothing seems to be happening. We took out one of the daughters, which is nice. Let's... Let's actually take a look at these. So, all of these are different angel statues that we need to complete. They're all missing their head. And wouldn't you know it, each one of them has a different indentation for all these statues. So in order to get out of the castle, we need to get 4 statue heads. Of varying different mental states. Emotions, I guess. Alright, we'll go look for them. Duke, I'll see you here in a bit. There's a lot more treasure that we can actually get. And I also want to drop off the bottle of wine, just to make sure there's nothing else that we can actually get. I try not to make too many stops to the Duke. Just, you know, it flows better if you pick up a whole bunch of stuff and just give it to him en masse. Secret rooms galore in this castle. I love it. And this is where the lady keeps her courtyard key for whatever reason. I guess when your daughters are made of bugs and you yourself are just a gigantically tall woman, I still don't understand why they lock all the doors and hide the keys behind secret doors. It does not make a lick of sense, but that's Resident Evil for you. It works for the game's context, how about that?
Shall I give you the tour?
No thanks, I've pretty much seen all I need to see. Oh, you're blocking the way. Well, fantastic. How about we just run away? Ow, ow, ow. Ow! Ow! Please, madam.
How's it feel?
It feels pretty bad, thank you. Bye. So where the cracks kind of start to show in Resident Evil Village are zones where enemies can't follow you. That was the quickest despawn I have ever seen, all because we went through this door. Now, I'd like to think there's a reason for this, and there kinda is. If you're a little bastard like Ethan and you're smashing all the windows, you've just made the room extremely cold. So maybe that's why she didn't follow us? But if you didn't break the windows, then that's not an actual issue? I don't know. When Biohazard gave you Jack to contend with, he would follow you pretty much everywhere in the house. There weren't too many places that you were completely safe. And then Capcom took that paradigm and added it to the future Resident Evil remakes. So, there has to be a stopping point. Obviously, they can't follow you throughout the entire castle without something bricking. I just wish it wasn't so blatant in this one, because it kinda kills it. But with that in mind, you can do some pretty funny things, like, say, completely walk around her, immediately go through a door, and she's like, "Shall I give you the tour?" No? Okay, well fine, screw you. Out here, there is actually a hidden item in one of these flower beds here. I want to make sure we get it before we move on. There we go. That one blends in so well. I spent a really good amount of time, probably like 10 minutes, trying to find the last item in here. During my practice run, just trying to find all the items without having to rely on the map. No joke, there are people who have created online maps for the Courtyard. But there, we have everything. Nobody ever thinks to look for the green herb that blends in like it belongs there. You know, instead of Lady D chasing us, it almost seems like Ethan's trying to catch up to her. I don't really want to catch up to her because she seems pretty mean. That's okay. We can still loot her castle and break her windows. It's all good. God, look at all this stuff. What I wouldn't give for Resident Evil Remake. Go all the way back to Resident Evil 1 and put it in the RE engine. The GameCube version already looked fantastic, and I would love to see it with these updated visuals. God, it would look good. Anyway, here's some more windows. It's a good thing the lady of the castle goes deaf as soon as she turns her head. Oh, got some nice furniture. Some nice windows to break. Always a pleasure. Now I'll break this too, why not? It's there.
What have you done to my daughter?
I showed her a good time. I made her very cold, and then I took her torso. Please don't hurt me! What happens if you actually... Oh, okay, nothing. I thought it'd be really funny if you, like, jiggled the handle, and then she was like, well, someone's at my door, and then you immediately have to book it. But hey, we got a castle map! There is still a lot to do in Castle Dimitrescu. That just reminds me, I was looking at a forum, and sometimes it's very interesting to look at hate posts for games that you're kind of on the fence about, like me with Village. And I saw this post, and I couldn't figure out if they were being 100% serious or not, but it was like the top 10 things that are wrong with Resident Evil Village, and one of them was the pronunciation of Dimitrescu. Now, I'm kind of a snob for pronunciations. I always like it when things are pronounced correctly. But if the game says it's pronounced Dimitrescu, you can't argue with what the game says. Anyway, let's do a puzzle. I actually like the look of this room. The lighting is very well done, and the pool of wine looks really nice, just shimmering in the dim light. Also, just the ripples in the liquid. Oh my god. So women are blind to male advances, but the poor shall take their chances, to give their lord their bounty sown, so soon that the wine may flow. Flow, sown, doesn't exactly rhyme, but this is your puzzle. We need to figure out the positioning of all of these statues. This one actually took me a little while, because you kind of have to figure out what each of the poem means, what each statue represents as a part of the poem. If you split the poem up into 4 pieces, it becomes a lot easier. So, let's see, that was women are blind to male advances. This one is, but the poor shall take their chances. She basically is trying to get some wine. This guy, don't even touch this guy. This guy's fine. He's doing fine. And then these guys, let's see, let's go ahead and move him right there. To give their lord the bounty stone, so soon that the wine may flow. Excellent. Oh, good, another cellar, just what I wanted. Great. Where do you think that wine goes? I can only assume it goes back into a reservoir or something like that, maybe. Maybe it flows directly into the bottles, like that's how they fill their winery. Oh, hello. Meh. We'll find all the goats eventually. Oh!
What the hell?
This is where it went. Oh, this is nasty. I mean, whether it be blood or wine, it's still kind of nasty. It just gets all over your pants and just, oh, wine never comes out, especially red wine. Oh, God. But then, you know, maybe dripping from corpses. Maybe that's where it came from. That guy's had a little too much. Yeah, we've got a few more ghouls to deal with down here. So, yeah, just keep your weapon handy. By the way, I don't think I'll be trying to get all the official names of all these enemies because they're just there. They are the fodder you need to deal with in Resident Evil. Oh, and they're good for a scare. Well, kinda. I mean, I saw him coming a mile away, but you can't actually shoot it when you know precisely where it is. It's fine. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. This is mainly just... You know, I do have one complaint about Resident Evil's state of being right now, and it's actually a complaint I have about a lot of AAA games that are coming out. This is the waiting room for the next big event to happen. It's not nearly as blatant as, say, Resident Evil 3 Remake, where you're just literally waiting for the next set piece to happen. I mean, it's good variety. I wouldn't have expected to come down into a wine cellar where the wine/blood is all over the floor. And technically, you don't have to kill any of these guys. They actually have it all laid out to where you can avoid every single one of them. Points for style, I guess. Maybe when the architect was putting this together is future-proofing. It's like, what if some random dude who is out looking for his daughter, you know, coincidentally, what if he wants to get through this and not have to fight horrific monsters? What do you mean I'm crazy? No, I'm not. So the official name for these guys is Moroaika. Moroaika. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, and this is why I'm trying not to use official names, because, yeah, my pronunciation is just a tad off. But think of these as the little molded from the Baker household. They're here in Lady Dimitrescu's castle, and this is... You'll probably only see these guys around here. Aim for the head. Pay no mind to what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to see if I can disarm it, but they just keep dying. I'm also trying to conserve shotgun ammo when possible. There are some situations where you just can't get away from using the shotgun because you need some firepower. But, yeah, I'm going to be trying to conserve... Okay, this, on the other hand, this calls for some comedy. Hello? Yeah! Take them all out at once. I think that actually killed the guy. Oh, what? Where did you come from? I like to think that guy came up for the wine and was just like, is it over yet? Oh, nice. See, the knife has its uses. It's not 100% worthless. It can deal some damage. It can hang with the other Resident Evil knives as they sharpen each other and try to figure out the different stories. And then Resident Evil 4's knife comes in and is like, yeah, I took down Krauser. What did you do? Oh, I killed some ghouls in a basement, sir. You suck. And then Resident Evil 2's knife just got... Ow! Resident Evil 2's knife comes in and said, I went to Weenie Hut Jr. And then they just beat up Resident Evil 2's knife because it's not that good. That's original 2, not remake 2. Which might be just as worthless, but yeah, we'll talk about that when Resident Evil 2 comes up. We're here in Village, baby. And we have officially made it through the entire basement. Sweet. Ooh, this is some nice scenery. I like it. So I'm gonna let you in on a funny little secret. You see this room right here? This game came out in 2021, and I didn't know this room existed until a week ago. It has free cache and a typewriter up here for you to save. I never knew this was up here. Until I finally checked the map while it was up here and going, wait, what? How long has this been up here? The entire time. It has been here the entire time, and I never knew it. Alright, let's get to a new set piece, why don't we? Oh my, how does she not see me? Maybe the air's a little thinner, 9 feet up.
Mother Miranda, I regret to inform you that Ethan Winters has escaped that fool Heisenberg. Because he is in my castle and has already proven too much for my daughters to handle. When I find him... No, Mother Miranda. Yes, of course, I understand the importance of the ceremony. I won't let you down. To hell with the ceremony! That man will pay for what he's done.
Well, guess what I think of that? Ah! Gotcha! Yeah, she should have totally heard that, but... game mechanics. Be sure to come over here, because this is a missable window. You can only get it from this side. And now let's, casually sneak in here. See, oh, nice room, Lady D. Got a nice picture of babies, or whatever the hell that is. What do you have to say? We were called by Mother Miranda to decide the fate of the child's father. Just thinking of the family makes me shudder. You're like a sister to those miscreants. Especially Heisenberg. So the four lords hate each other. And I kind of love that. She gave me this castle, obedient daughters, everlasting life. Am I not special? I need a drink. Girl, same. I love that journal entry.
Rose, where are you?
And our child is not here. Well, shoot. Can't get through that door, and... holy crap! That's pretty cool. So this is a double of her entire getup. Nice. Can't get through where she went, and this is what we came here for. Dimitrescu's key. Nice little design on this key. And now that we have it, we have a few places where we can use it. Awesome. So why don't we go ahead and explore the rest of the castle, use this brand new key that we have. Like I said, we've got a lot to do, so let's get started.
shit.
There you go. All this for a child who isn't even here.
What the hell do...
You ungrateful, selfish wretch! You come into my house! You lay your filthy man hands on my daughters! And now you even try to steal my property! How dare you! Rest while you can! Because I will hunt you, and I will break you!
Go ahead, do your worst.
She did hear me break the window. Oh no, she can hear everything. By the way, when she says she will hunt you, that's not a hollow threat. She is now on the prowl, so to speak. I kind of like that. The way she doubles back to her room in order just to check. She hears the click on the door and goes, oh. Well, guess who? I found a rat in my room. I like that. She's also extremely pissed that you killed one of her daughters. She's not really fond of the other lords, so she kind of had a explosion of the phone. She's got a lot going on right now, and we're not helping at all. Take note of what this little dungeon looks like. The design of the castle is really good from a gameplay standpoint. I don't know why you would need this many octagonal rooms, I guess you'd call them. But yeah, there's free money in here, and there's also this, easily missable. And we're almost out of here. Awesome. Just one more lever, we're home free. I want through there, damn it. What?
Ah, shit!
Like I'd let you get away. You'll be sliced to ribbons before you ever see your child.
How does this keep happening?
You will learn what it means to infect Dimitrescu.
Okay, so here we go. Here's your stalker enemy for the new Resident Evil game. She will constantly be after you, and she has wicked reach. Those long nails are not just for show. She can reach you from very far away. She is also extremely fast. Oh, great. We got our hand as an item. Now, for those of you who are calling BS on this, this is the exact same thing that happened... Oh, God. That happened in Biohazard. Ethan had to pick up his friggin' foot and reattach it. So, yeah. A severed hand, this is no problem. Holy shit, she has never done that before! That's awesome! So, yeah. That original area that was, God, I can't believe she took her hand up. Oh, and it's got gruesome details. So, that original area where she was... God, get that out of here. Where she was coming from was completely barred up. She actually sliced open the bars to get to us. But with that being said, we now have an extra opening to get into, so get her riled up and then run. You don't have a lot of health. In fact, no matter what health you're at, you will always be down to orange caution, meaning 2 more hits, you're most likely dead. So, don't take those chances. I think, actually, when she hits you initially, you go down to danger, but we kind of healed a bit.
Running will get you nowhere!
It gets me away from you! There, like a glove. For the love of God, please work.
Good. Man screwed this castle.
And again, before you call BS, the most unrealistic part of him putting his hand back on is the fact that it actually sewed the coat. We've got our first mask, and now there's creatures outside. Great. Next time on Resident Evil Village, Since we have a new key, let's go hunting for treasure and hunting for masks. See you guys next time.